So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And so, the national anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Things running. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Raúl Jiménez is offering a wry smile there.
Clears it away. In with the challenge. Is onto it in a flash. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now then, the ball's come loose. Back into the middle. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Mexico clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's played forward. Short changes him with that pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Muscular approach does pay off here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Neither side yet able to find the net. Raul. That's an excellent interception. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. South Africa have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Raul. Mexico are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards, and he cuts out the supply. That's a nicely weighted pass. Moved on forwards. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Raul. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Raul. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's been drilled forward. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Swept in. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Driven forward. That has been cut short. It's a promising position. Now who's going to be first to this? And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I could see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Mexico really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Raul. Now this could be a chance. And he's heaved it away. He's in plenty of space here. Defending was strong and firm. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Raul. Defending of the desperate variety. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Mexico clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
It's shapes to shoot! Some good work on the right flank here. And that's a throw. Raul. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? And he has been fouled there. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, it's come loose. South Africa can't seem to retain possession. South Africa have a free kick. the rescue. Clears it away. Moved on forwards.
Mexico really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been won straight back. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Mexico are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Mexico really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
South Africa surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards.
South Africa can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Mexico really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
Lovely feet. Referee's given a throw. Aim forwards. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.